Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an unexplained phenomena video on pre-flood civilizations. For those of you who don't understand the whole concept of the pre-flood civilization, every 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 continent, every people on the planet have stories of a great deluge, a great flood. It's in the Christian Bible. It's in Hindu texts. I mean, it's all over the world. American Indians talk about it. There was a great ice age, and over a long time, the ice melted, and people sprang up, and blah 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 blah. After that, there was another shorter ice age, and something happened near the end of it, and it caused the ice to melt much faster. There was a great deluge, a flood, and before that, according to mainstream archaeology, there were no great civilizations. Everybody was hunter-gatherers. They were scratching to survive. It was everybody living hand to mouth, as it were. And the great civilizations simply don't predate the Great Flood. No, that kind of thing. The problem is, I've done a number of videos about ancient peoples which somehow don't fit within the narrative of mainstream archaeology. Check out my unexplained megalithic site videos, my video on ancient roads, and my video on Göbekli Tepe. Before I get into this, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I've written 7 of them. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. Now, on with this one. Before you do this, you really need to watch my video on Göbekli Tepe. That's the main one. Since I did that video, a ton more information has emerged. Göbekli Tepe is a huge complex, and only a tiny portion of it has been excavated. Beyond that, the Turkish government has released information that at least 11 settlements have been discovered within 100 miles of and circling Göbekli Tepe. This indicates a huge metropolis. These settlements include, let me get these names right, Taş Tepe, Kurt Tepe, Sefer Tepe, Harbet Suvan, Yenim Ahale, Gürkü Tepe, Ayanlar, Yoganburi, Kakmak Tepe. I do not speak Turkish, so bear with me. Saberg, and Karahan Tepe. Collectively, all of these settlements are called Tas Tepler. These settlements all date to the same time period as Göbekli Tepe, which is roughly 12,500 years ago. As I said in the Göbekli Tepe video, these settlements should not exist. According to mainstream archaeology, the people who built all of these places were hunter-gatherers with no writing, no agriculture, and no water sources within 100 miles. Yet, here they are. These Ice Age cavemen built these settlements with nothing, and over 100,000 people live there. In reality, these primitives knew far more than mainstream archaeology will admit. Division of labor, mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. These people knew all of this. You can't make civilizations like that without it. Mainstream archaeology simply will not admit any of this. In 2008, engineers working on a dam, and this is a different one here. In 2008, engineers working on a dam in Turkey discovered, and get this name right, Bonkuklu Tarla. This settlement, this city, predates the Little Ice Age. It's 12 to 13,000 years ago. It has the same basic architecture as Göbekli Tepe, so it's a comparable timeline there. It has private buildings, public spaces, tools, storage buildings, ornamental objects, megaliths, microliths, and even a sewer system. The grave sites at Bonkuklu Tarla include advanced beadwork buried with the bodies, the skeletons. All of this was built before the flood. The builders knew mathematics, astronomy, engineering, division of labor, city planning. They had an artisan class. Thousands of people lived here, and they had shops, neighborhoods, and temples. They had great halls where people met. These people were much more advanced than simple hunter-gatherers. An advanced civilization such as this one, in one spot on the planet, could be an anomaly, and mainstream archaeologists could explain this away. However, in Chile, there's a place called Monte Verde. That site is comparable in technology to the site there, the sites there in Turkey, and it is estimated to be 14,800 years old, which predates even Göbekli Tepe. Buttermilk Creek, Texas, there's a site, and it's estimated to be 15,500 years old. The Bluefish Cave site in Yukon, Canada, is estimated to be, get this, 24,000 years old. I mean, saying there were no pre-flood civilizations anywhere on the planet is idiotic. Okay? They weren't just hunter-gatherers. You cannot make this stuff if you're just a hunter-gatherer. For those of you who don't understand, hunter-gatherers spend their entire days trying to find food to survive. That's it. Eat, reproduce, and, that's it. Eat, reproduce, survive. That's their entire brain work, which actually is not much more than animals. But these people that built these sites were much more advanced than that. As a matter of fact, in the Guatemalan jungle, a Mayan metropolis was discovered. It is 650 square miles and is made up of multiple cities connected by an advanced system of super highways. These highways were elevated for drainage. They were paved with white plaster. These roads predate Roman roads by 2,000 years. And these roads, in my opinion, sound very similar to the roads that I talked about in my ancient roads video. Go check that one out. And the ancient roads were like through the Rockies. Yeah, you gotta see that video too, because in the Rockies, thousands and thousands of years ago, somebody built a road through there. And there's another place in, I can't remember where it was. They were digging down. I think it was something like 10 feet down. They found a mammoth fossils, and 2 feet below that, there was a road. So somebody that predated mammoths, or that were there at least as old as the mammoths, built roads like that. There's a lot we're not being told. What all of this boils down to is that mainstream archaeology is not only wrong, but it is actively ignoring evidence that is popping up all around them. Pre-flood civilizations existed, and somehow they had advanced technology, advanced knowledge of engineering, mathematics, astronomy, city planning, artistry, agriculture, division of labor, and sanitation. And I didn't even talk about Egypt. In Egypt, they have a number of large statues and carvings and like that with tool marks. Okay, and these things predate the Great Flood as well. And the fact that the mainstream archaeologists will not admit any of this proves that they are full of shit. Michael Cremo wrote the book Forbidden Archaeology. This book talks a lot about this very topic and proves that mainstream archaeology is pushing an agenda. Science should never push an agenda. If you want the truth, you have to follow the facts, period. If you're following an agenda and changing the facts to meet that agenda, you're not practicing science. You're practicing, I don't know what the hell it is, but you're not practicing science. Science follows facts, and they're not doing that. The fact of the matter is, we have settlements here that people are finding and excavating that are 24,000 years old or older, and the mainstream science is ignoring them. It's crazy. Yeah, if you enjoy this and check out my other videos, and if you enjoy this one, put a comment down there. I'd like to read it. Hope you do enjoy them. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.